This is Alex Harris at Force Box, proudly sponsored by the Excelsior Sporting Club. Today I'm here with Campbell Hatton. Campbell, how are we doing, mate?
Yeah, good, mate. Ready to go. Another fight week. Fourth one of the year already, so just dead excited now.
Indeed, and it's a big fight week in that, and of course, fourth one this year. And so, how nice is it to be continuing to be so active?
Yeah, I think I'm sort of reaping the rewards of it. Like, been constant this year. Was been nice and busy since the start of my career. Really, we're not even. I think we're about 2.5 years in, and this will be my 13th fight coming up. So nice and busy, and I think especially the last 12 months where I've shown a lot of improvements, and I've got a few good wins against good opposition, and my confidence is through the roof. So I think that's playing a big part of it. But the fact that we've just more or less constantly been in training camp for the last couple of years, it's just like the rate of improvement's been massive lately. So I think long may it continue.
Most definitely. And would you say that not just with every fight, but with every day in the gym, you're constantly improving?
Yeah, I've been like a sponge. We've been me and Matt getting round doing the rounds at the different gyms, getting some top rounds with good sparring partners. Like this year, sparred Ritson, sparred Maxi Yu. Done a lot of rounds with Maxi. Like they asked me to come back to help him prepare for Cambosis, and Tom Rafferty, Kezash fight. I've been in with some top operators, and it's like I say, I'm just absorbing everything like a sponge. I'm picking that experience up in the ring, under the lights, in the ring, in the gym. So it's all just coming together nicely.
And when you are sparring the likes of who you've said, some big names there, and do you feel like you're more than prepared to go in and fight somebody who is that a little bit of a lesser opponent at the moment?
Yeah, so obviously it doesn't always pan out on the night as well as you do in the gym. That takes a while for you to get to that level where I'm performing really well against these top level opponents in sparring, and like holding my own with them and more sometimes. So it gives me a lot of confidence. Obviously it does take years for you to be exactly the same in spars as on the night, but we're getting closer and closer to that now, and I think we're going to see the best of me. I've got another good opponent this weekend, and I think I'll be one of them fighters that performs better against the better opponent I'm in with. So I think we're going to see the best of me yet.
Most definitely. And when you are fighting these kind of fighters, do you look too much into them style-wise, or not too much?
Yeah, we always see what there is out there of them, and this opponent there is quite a little bit to watch, so we can get little game plans together now. Early on in my career, there's never that much you can really take from your opponent. You're sort of going in against the unknown, but I think now I'm getting to a better level of opposition. There is more and more of them, and Ansel's been in a couple of area title fights, English title eliminators, and we know what we expect from him. So I'm expecting my toughest test yet, but something that I'll come through with flying colours, and I think we will see the best of me.
Yes, and when you are fighting these people who have fought around this kind of area level and this English level, do you think if you're winning emphatically against them, when you do go into looking at titles, is that maybe European you possibly go into, or British you go into?
Yeah, so this will be, I think, third or fourth opponent I've boxed who's been at area title level. I boxed Joe Ducker and stopped him, who won the Midlands just after I boxed him. He won the Midlands area. Lewis Fielding, he only missed out on the Midland area title by a point, and I stopped him in the first round. So I think I'm already at that level for like area type level, and it's just a case of not being experienced over long fights yet. This is only my second 8-rounder where I've not got 8 rounds under my belt yet on the night. We know I'm good for it because of how we've been doing in the gym. We've been doing more than 8 rounds, but I haven't got that experience. I've not got past 5 rounds in an 8-rounder yet, so a couple more, and then I think we're there at title level, whatever that may be.
Most definitely. And are you looking at any of the kind of fights around this level at the moment, in the higher level ones?
not looking past this one really. I've got a tough test ahead of me, but I think like the central area is definitely that on my list. But obviously you've got to take each fight as it comes and see what opportunities present themselves. But I think definitely maybe by the end of this year, a belt round my waist is well within reach.
Of course, and with every fight you're kind of, I suppose, stepping away from your dad's footsteps. You probably don't want to talk about this too much, but how much kind of added pressure, especially early on in your career, was it to have your dad kind of always being looked over ahead of you?
Yeah, early on in my career there was a lot of pressure, and I did struggle with it early on. It did affect my performances. I was over eager, and I think it was getting to me, but now it don't come into my head. I think I've been there and done it as far as big shows go. You're not going to get a bigger one than the fight at Tottenham, and I sort of know that I've overcome that, all the stick that I got around that. So I know because it's not going to get any worse. It is like a little safety net, and the pressure doesn't come into my head at all now. I'm better equipped to deal with it because I was on the cards so early on in my career, and now I thrive off it. When I find out I'm high up cards or on big shows, I buzz off it.
Totally, and so just to kind of move away from boxing a little bit, we've got the start of the Premier League season this weekend as well, and for Man City, how do you think they're going to do this year? Yeah,
I think we're going to have another good season. I think other teams will be a lot better this year, where Arsenal have added to the squad. Like United have made a few signings. I think everyone will be a little bit better. Where we've had a few leave, brought a few in, like your Gundogan's, Mahrez, who were a big part of the squad, and will be a big loss. But we've brought players in, and it'll be interesting. I don't think we'll do what we did last season, but I think we'll win the league, and I think we are still the best in the country, and probably the best in Europe still.
Probably, and so just for one final question, just to speak about the fans coming out to support you this weekend, what would you like to say to them? Yeah,
just a massive thank you. It is a big ask, especially people at the minute. No one's really got a lot of money, so people coming down from Manchester or other areas, travelling to London, and it's like £10 a pint ain't good for anyone, is it? So people coming down to London, it is expensive, the travelling, the hotels, so just really appreciate all the support.
Brilliant, thank you very much, Campbell.